Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Keith Condensed. Today, we're going to be looking at Uber and Lyft are, of course, nothing but racing to IPOs in the next year. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the article, eh? I don't know why I said A. I'm not Canadian, but it just felt like it was the right time to say A, okay? A-okay, all right. Anyway, so Lyft actually decided on who will be doing their IPO. It'll be JP Chase Morgan, along with Credit Suisse and Group AG and Jefferies Financial Inc. They believe to be valued right now, the bank's proposed valuation is around $18 billion to $30 billion with a target of $25 billion. And this is based kind of off of what Grubhub's food delivery business is kind of doing. So kind of the same space, just not exactly ride sharing with transporting people, just in regards to transporting food. So it'll be interesting to see if they get it. Like I think honestly, Lyft will get under-evaluated. Again, this is my personal opinion, and then maybe when new financial statements come out, they'll go ahead and get some more growth. And those would be completely speculative without knowing anything about Lyft or even looking at that industry. That's just me, honestly, with my limited knowledge. So don't take it as I should go buy Lyft right now, the day that it has its IPO. But Uber is planning on having their IPO somewhere around the second half of 2019. The chief financial officer actually said that there's a lot of loose ends that he's still got to wrap up on his end that was just hired 2 months ago. He's also got a few vacancies to kind of fill before they actually are able to ramp up the IPO. However, Lyft does say that they will be ready for an IPO here in the beginning of 2019. So that'll be really interesting to see what they get evaluated at. A lot of people are looking for Uber to be evaluated, I believe, like $120 billion. Yeah. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs Group said that the business could be valued at $120 billion in an IPO. I think that they're just trying to, flush them to, make it feel special. I don't know though. I don't know. Uber and Lyft, I feel like, are very, very competitive in the same space. Some issues that they've been talking about with Uber has basically failed to generate revenue. They've actually lost more than $11 billion since its founding. So that'll be interesting to see how they plan on generating a profit. Right now, they are pursuing some bonds through Morgan Stanley and other prospective investors. And this would be also like on the bond, like, hey, you know what? We don't plan on making money for another 3 years or so. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. However, Lyft did generate $563 million in revenue in the third quarter, which is up $3 million from where it was last year at this time. The losses did increase to $154 million in the period, up from basically $195 million last year. And this was used for research and development along with hiring expenses. And this has basically been contributing to the growing losses. The largest IPO to date has been Alibaba's $25 billion offering in 2014, which SoftBank Corp is expecting a listing of its Japanese mobile unit to basically beat Alibaba around $80 billion. However, if Uber actually comes out with a $120 billion evaluation, that's tough. That will be basically the highest IPO that we've seen. So we'll see what exactly happens with that. I honestly, personally, when I look at both of these companies, I think that there's going to be a lot more hype around the Uber IPO than there will be with the Lyft IPO. I think the Lyft IPO will kind of go under the table, hush, hush. And then the Uber IPO will be something that is really, really heavily traded as soon as it happens. So we shall see exactly all that kind of comes out with these two companies moving in 2019. But it's an exciting time, to say the least, going into 2016 when you have two stellar ride-sharing apps that are actually getting an IPO. I mean, I just look at both these companies and I'm like, how did Snapchat even try to run away with anything? You know what I mean? Anyways, I would love to know your comments down in the comments section. What are your thoughts? Are you more specifically looking at Uber or Lyft or just neither? And thoughts, comments, criticisms as well. Anyways, until next time, it's your boy, Coach Keith. Peace out.